You have to understand that there is a right way to throw the game and there is the wrong way to throw the game by taking a fight. Here I have a shotgun. It's a close range gun, so that's why I'm taking close range fights with my stun as the smoke drops as well. I also dash in to take another close range fight with my shotgun. The Jet, in fact, does not have a close range gun, so that's why he dies here with a Guardian. That's why when you see good players take these risky fights, it's because they have an advantage. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Happy and I'm an Immortal High Level Coach. In these series, I help you improve your game sense and talk about how to get an advantage on every single fight that you take. If you're tired of being stuck in the same rank, I strongly suggest joining the premium tier of my group, which will be linked down in the description. Inside, I talk about the purpose of every single role, how to learn a new skill, and most importantly, how to play your character. So if you're someone who's serious about improving in Valorant, I suggest you join. Let's get to the video. So there's a lot that's going on here, but simply, first of all, I want to stun this chamber and hopefully he TPs into stairs so I can push into him. But instead he TPs into B and I push into a Cypher ship. I push into a Cypher ship again. Now that I don't have any util left, I am fine with taking 1v1s. I still send my teammates in first and then I try to catch a timing in heaven because I already got 2 and when you get 2 you gotta go crazy. However, now that I have my dash again and we're up numbers, I'm playing more passively. I don't kill myself just so we could win the round and then my teammates are like, oh well, Neon is a goat, I'm just gonna get my kill. Throwing, I have a dash and I have a whatever judge. I'm not throwing, you guys are. Before going crazy, I like to check my left side with just a simple jump spot. But because I see that there's a Reyna, I don't go immediately. I wait for her to dismiss so I could catch her after she's out of her invincible uniform, let's call it. I stun stairs because it seems like this would be a timing for someone to peek in there and both of my teammates died to a Cypher. I'm aware that the second guy is about to come in, so I don't want to be standing in the crossfire. Now I have 3 choices. I can pop ult, go crazy on him because I know exactly where he is. I can rotate to C, or I can just take a 50-50. Unfortunately, in this position, I chose incorrectly and I just went for a 50-50. My thinking here was that I didn't want to give up the guns. Did he have a Vandal? Even though it's their full buy round. When figuring out that he does in fact have a Vandal, I decide to fake rotate because I've already spent so much time here. We also know that he's half HP, that's why I'm aiming for the body. Oh, what the fuck? Holy shit! Yeah, it just comes down to simple, if you can go to another side with its spike, you should do it as fast as possible. I failed to do that. I don't know what Mix is doing. Their Mix is playing in the dumbest position ever. Mix course is in the description, by the way. I've literally just recorded the Lotus one. And it's nice.
I'm flashed.
You don't do that with Mix. Whenever I watch Lotus WODs, I see good players hide in close B with a judge, so that's exactly what I end up doing. And my Jet ends up following me just to support me a little bit.
I bait for you, man.
Also had a good read that they would go Bs, and just off of this play we basically win the round. In this clip you can see that even though you give the perfect callouts, you're the best IGL ever, if your teammates don't listen, it doesn't really matter. There's 3 here, go see. 3 on A. There's 3 on A and there's a chamber ultimate on A. In smoke heaven and I go side. I mean, we're still pushing into 3. I'm assuming they cannot hear me. It seems like my microphone worked before. We even got the heaven smoke, so he probably did hear me. Hello? See, they fucking can't. In Valorant, there's this weird strategy, which a lot of people don't even think about, which is if you can take and you know how to take a specific place on the map, in my case vents, you should do that every single game, because then you either get a kill or waste your util but get a lot of space. Bro, she can throw the slow orb so fast, one vents. I know that my stun can clear full vents, so after walling off the sage with my smoke, I can safely go and take the space.
Sage.
Can you dock a flash?
Yo, what
Just
the
survive
fuck?
there, just survive
Because
there.
I have a judge, I can actually still continue and take more space in this vents area. That's what I do. Ziplining into A with a judge would be bad idea, that's why I don't go there. Our sage was 1 HP as well. Also, this one judge shot actually did 142 damage. I think it's time to nerf chamber. I'll play a few chat. Being caught on it. Here's how a simple post plant turned into a nightmare. Because my jet has CT, I can play in the super weird position where I can still trade the jet and I have an insane angle on the heaven. Because my jet dies and I wasn't there in time to trade him, I reposition so that my teammates could trade me now. However, all of my teammates end up dying before she even makes a step outside. I know it's a super tense position, so I'm gambling on the fact that she's just not gonna stick the first one. She is just going... What? She one-taps everyone and then just sticks in this position, in this tense position? 24 for being in this position. Minus 24? I usually don't call out enemies for cheating, but I got suspicious. I want to compare early rounds from Reyna, and then whenever she starts doing crazy shit. Actually, now that I think about it. I mean, I did miss my stun, but even here, she killed me while I was sliding. What the fuck is that? Okay. Pretty oblivious. Okay, we can all hear my ult in the corner. Typical Reyna behavior. My teammate was not playing in the corner, by the way. I told him to play in the corner. That's... Nice shot. A little bit sus, but okay. By the way, guys, as I'm recording this, I just realized there's an... what's actually sus. Okay, she hits the shot, it's a one tap. Maybe she has it keybind where whenever she gets a kill, she dismisses. It's possible. What is super sus to me is how after getting this kill, right, and dismissing, a little bit sus, she swings, assuming that I'm no longer in that position, okay, and I'm like running away. Like, her crosshair is not on me, which I'm in that corner. She just assumes that this neon is leaving, that's me, and she just immediately goes for the chamber. I'm just a coach. I'm just a coach. Looked like she was playing on the controller. Like, see, we could be heaven. All of us could be heaven. 2 days later. Yo guys, apparently that Reyna was matter of fact cheating. 25. Thank you everyone for watching. Comment down your favorite clip and I'm gonna respond to every single comment. Also, if you're serious about improving in Valorant, you wanna get even better game sense, join the premium tier of my group, link in the description. See you guys tomorrow.